All right, do you want to see one of the most charming neighborhoods in all of the Portland metro area? Stay tuned and I'll show you. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Paul Clem with the Oregon Relocation Team coming to you from Portland, Oregon. And in this video, we're going to take a look at Vista Brook, which is a small neighborhood in Garden Home, Raleigh Hills in Southwest Portland, unincorporated Washington County. This is one of these quaint, charming mid-century neighborhoods that there are dozens of smattered all throughout the Portland metro area. I know a lot of these videos that we make are covering Portland suburbs and sometimes all of Portland as a whole, or sometimes at the county level. Well, in this video, we're going to zoom in a little bit and take a look more at the neighborhood level. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, or you've been here and you haven't already and you want to get more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell to get notified every time we drop a new video. So when you look at suburbs in Portland, there are older suburbs, there are newer suburbs. A lot of the suburbs have some older development, some 100-year-old to mid-century development. Some suburbs are continuing to develop, and some are more new than not, like homes averaging, 25 years of age or newer. And I know a lot of people are looking for a very specific type of neighborhood and a very specific type of home. Some people want new, some people want old. Now, if you are looking for a more mature, established mid-century neighborhood, Vista Brook, where I am today, is as good as it gets. Now, there are several dozen of these types of neighborhoods throughout Portland and throughout the metro area in the different suburbs in Portland. And it's hard to know, say, if you look at Tigard or if you look at Lake Oswego or whatever it may be, it's hard to know where these types of neighborhoods exist and where to find them and what to search for. So that's where we come in. So instead of spinning your wheels looking for whether it is a cool old mid-century neighborhood or a newer development or, a 90s style type neighborhood, whatever it may be, you don't need to spin your wheels searching on Google. You can give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, or click the link down below in the description of the video, schedule a Zoom call with us, and we can really dig into things at the neighborhood level. All right, but let's talk about Vista Brook. So this is a neighborhood of just a few hundred homes. It's separated into two very distinct areas that I'll talk more about here in a minute, but you are pretty much in Garden Home. If you look on the map, the line between Raleigh Hills and Garden Home splits this area. So you have some of this neighborhood, or really most of this neighborhood, accessible from Garden Home, but you also have Shoals Ferry Road on the north side of the neighborhood, which is going to be more into Raleigh Hills. Now, Raleigh Hills and Garden Home are both unincorporated areas of Washington County. These are basically Southwest Portland neighborhoods, but you're just over that county line from Multnomah County into Washington County. And really the biggest thing there is that you're going to be paying less in property taxes. You're also into Beaverton schools in this case, as opposed to in Portland schools if you were on the other side of the county line. And this neighborhood is just the idyllic mid-century neighborhood. I mean, it is incredibly charming. You have split levels and tri-levels and a lot of single level ranches. You have these big, large lots, and you have homes that have been really well cared for. When you get into communities like this, that is definitely a common thread, where there's this pride of ownership, this really strong community feel, and you can tell that over the decades, whereas these properties have changed hands quite a bit, people who inherit these properties are really taking good care of them. I mean, you can tell by the exterior, the landscaping, and I've been through a ton of these properties, so I can definitely attest to it. So what makes this neighborhood so special? Again, you're in Southwest Portland, basically. You are 15 minutes or less to downtown Portland. You're about 7 minutes to Multnomah Village, which is a really cool Southwest Portland neighborhood. It's really the only neighborhood or area in Southwest Portland that feels kind of hip and walkable. Most of Southwest Portland is pretty suburban. So from Vista Brook, you can get to Multnomah Village pretty quickly, pretty easily. You have the Fano Creek Trail running right through this neighborhood. So it's miles of paved green space that extends from the Garden Home Rec Center in Garden Home through this neighborhood in Vista Brook, and it goes all the way down through Tigard, and I think Fano Creek actually makes it all the way to the Tualatin River. So this Fano Creek corridor all throughout this area and into Tigard, you have paved walkway, super cool, and it's really nice to have this right in the middle of the neighborhood. You also have Vista Brook Park, where I'm standing here today, a park that I have taken my kids time and time again. Really cool park, tennis courts, big open grass field, nice playground. You can access the Fano Creek Trail. In the wetter months, there's a little nature preserve and this little pond that fills up with water, so you can see frogs and ducks and all kinds of wildlife in this area. So that is super cool to have. You also in Vista Brook have a community pool. That is not something that you get in very many neighborhoods. It's something that is going to be incredibly rare to have, this little community pool that's just for you, just for your neighborhood. It reminds me of an area called Oak Hills, further out past Beaverton, which is, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 times what Vista Brook is. This area is actually kind of like a little mini Oak Hills. Oak Hills has a big community center and a pool, and it's on a much larger scale, but again, going to be super rare to have a pool like that right in the middle of the neighborhood that just the residents of the neighborhood have access to. Now, if you're a golfer, you have 2 golf courses basically sandwiching this neighborhood. You have Red Tail Golf Center, which is just south of here toward Washington Square Mall, which is only about 5 minutes away. One of the best malls, if not the best mall in the Portland metro area, at least indoor mall. But you have the Red Tail Golf Course, which is public. Also an incredible driving range, one of the best driving ranges you have in all of Portland as well. And on the north side of here, you have the Portland Golf Club. So that's super fancy schmancy, you know, and really expensive, and that's a private golf club. So you have these 2 different options depending on what your appetite for that might be. So another great thing is the access to shopping from this neighborhood. So I talked about Washington Square Mall, 5 minutes down the road. Up Garden Home Road, you have a new Trader Joe's, which talk of the town, everyone loves it. There's some statistic that like homes within a mile or 2 of Trader Joe's have like 7% higher home values. For example, I don't know about all that, but everybody loves Trader Joe's. That is just up the street. If you go down Shoals Ferry Road, kind of the opposite direction, you have Fred Meyer, which is the big Kroger grocery store. Most people shop at Fred Meyer, but basically connected to Fred Meyer or the next lot over is a New Seasons, you know, which is like a Whole Foods. So you have kind of a higher end, you know, natural grocery store next to the Fred Meyer as well. So the shopping, whether it be retail or groceries, really about as good as it gets here in Vista Brook. And just the access in this area overall is great. So you can go down Garden Home Road to Multnomah Boulevard, you can get on I-5, get up to Portland, or you can get up over Highway 26, get up and over the hill and drop down into downtown Portland. So you have 2 different routes into downtown Portland or into the city, you know, any area you would want to go around the city. But you also have 217 just to the west, which is going to take you through the corridor from Beaverton to the north down to Tigard to the south, and it links up with I-5 too. So having 217 and I-5 and Highway 26, you know, very accessible, makes it pretty easy to get just about anywhere you would need to go, you know, in the surrounding area, in the Portland metro area or beyond. All right, so what are the home prices like? Really not all that outrageous when you look at what you can get and the type of community that you get in this area. I mean, you know, compared to other parts of the Portland metro area, the prices definitely don't jump off the page. You're probably looking at more like a starter home, single level ranch, 3-bedroom, probably starting about the low 6s, maybe 600 to 650, 660, something like that. If you're looking at more middle of the road in terms of size, 3-4 bedroom, 2,500 square feet, that type of thing, maybe a tri-level, split level, it's probably going to start in the low 700s, but you could easily spend up to 850, 875, depending on, you know, the level of remodel that's happened over the years. You know, if you have an extra living space or a bonus room, a den, an office, a larger lot. So there is some variation there in terms of what you can get and what the prices are going to be. You're not going to push $1 million all that often in this area. The larger homes, the 4 or 5 bedroom homes, over 3,000 square feet, larger lots, you can definitely get well into the 900s, maybe push up over $1 million. And the only exception to that is this little 2-block area where you have all these mid-century modern homes. So this is a mid-century development, ranches, split levels, tri-levels, things like that. You know, that's typical mid-century architecture, but a lot of what you get in here is just kind of typical as far as those mid-century style homes. But on the north side of the neighborhood, you get these true mid-century modern homes, which were designed by an architect named Rummer. And these are like art pieces. You know, these are like collector's items. These are highly sought after homes, and there's probably something like 30 of them here in this area. So to my knowledge, this is the biggest concentration of rummers in the Portland metro area. If you are into mid-century modern design, if that is a style of property that you are looking for, this would be the area to hold out for. They are smattered throughout the Portland metro area, but again, this is going to be the highest concentration of them. And the style is just amazing. I've been through a few of these properties. They are gorgeous. I mean, they are exactly what you would envision when you think of mid-century modern. And these houses aren't very big. The biggest are probably 1,400 to 1,600 square feet, something like that. Most of them are 3-bedroom. So they are on the smaller size, but they're starting probably around high eights, probably realistically about 900,000. They can definitely push $1 million depending on how they've been preserved and maintained, but definitely a sight to see. If you are looking for this style of property, you know, this is definitely the place to be. So if you want to learn more about Vista Brook, or if you want to learn more about neighborhoods like Vista Brook, again, it's hard to know where they are. There's not just some list online that you can find to find neighborhoods exactly like this. You got to give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, or click the link down below in the description of the video. Schedule a Zoom call with us and we can talk about your home search, your preferences, and what areas, what neighborhoods are going to suit you best. Now, if this video was helpful, make sure to hit the like button. That helps us out a lot. If you want to get more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Tap the little bell to get notified every time we drop a new video. As always, really appreciate you watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.